All right, so we started with the front here, 6-1 polygon angle sum theorem. If you haven't got that, make sure to go back and watch that video. Let's look at some examples and what to do with this information that we've just learned. Okay, so what is the interior angle sum of a 13-gon, meaning a polygon with 13 sides? So we're going to use that formula from the last video, the 180 times n minus 2, where n is the number of sides. In this particular example, we have 13 sides. If I subtract 2 from that, I get 11. If I multiply 11 times 180, I get 1,980 degrees. So if I made a polygon with 13 sides and I added up all the angles on the inside of those, interior, I would get 1,980 degrees after I added all those up. Okay, you try example 2 to keep things moving. What if we have to solve for x? I know it's your guys' favorite thing to do. First, you want to count how many sides do you have. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. If you look at the front of this photo, remember that 5 sides totaled 540 degrees for the interior sum. Okay, so that means all 5 of these pieces added together would need to be 540. So 540 degrees is going to equal 3x plus 4 plus 7x minus 3 plus 6x plus 12 plus 90 degrees, so plus 90, plus 6x minus 3. Whew, that's a lot. Okay, let's group all of our terms together there. So all of our x's, 3x plus 7x plus 6x plus 6x is 22x. Okay, let's group all our numbers together. 4 minus 3 plus 12 plus 90 minus 3 is 100. You can take my word on it, or you can type it in your calculator. Make sure you get the same thing. Now I have a two-step equation, so I'm going to subtract 100 and divide by 22. So x equals 20. Now notice, I have not answered the question. What are the measures of the angles? So I need to go back and plug them in for each angle. So 3x plus 4 gives me 64. That means this angle right here is 64 degrees. Okay. 7 times 20 minus 3 is 137. So this one is 137. 6 times 20 plus 12 is 132. We already know that one. That one's 90. And then the last one, 6 times 20 minus 3 is 117. All right, phew, that was a lot, but we got it. All right, what is the measure of angle Y? Well, first, how many sides do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sides. So from the front of your paper there, 7 sides is 900 degrees total. So I'm going to subtract those numbers from 900 to figure out what Y is. So the 900 minus 135 minus 140 minus 150 minus 120 minus 135 minus 120 will give me that answer. That's just a simple plug it in the calculator if you want. Y is 100 degrees. Now, think about this. This is a straight line here. If this is 100, that has to be the rest of it to make 180. So x has to equal 180 minus 100, which is 80 degrees. Okay. All right, these next three examples, let's look at this one. We just really want to find x here because we know all the other values of the exterior angles. We know that this is 45. We know that this is x. This is 80. This is 90. And this is 90. Remember, exterior angles sum to 360. So I'm just going to take 360 and subtract all of those angles that were given to find x. So when I type that in my calculator, I get 55 degrees. So x right there is 55 degrees. Okay. Example 6 is exterior angles again. So we're talking about 360 degrees. And each of those sides are going to be 120 degrees. That means that I'm just going to divide that total by 120 to find out that it has 3 sides. You also have the keyword here, regular polygon. That tells you that they're all equal. That's why I divided them. All right, so you try B. It's that simple. I'm only going to do one of these, but I will have the math worked out for all 3 of them in OneNote. I highly encourage you to try a couple of these because this is the most amount of work for any problem. Okay, so how many sides does the regular polygon have if its interior angles is 150? So if I did 150 degrees plus another 150 degrees plus another 150 degrees, and I kept doing that, how many sides would my polygon have? The formula I'm going to use part of the 180 times the sides minus 2. But that's going to give me the total number of degrees. I don't have the total number of degrees, but if I took the total number of degrees and divided it by how many sides it had, I would know that each angle is 150 degrees. So this is where I'm always going to start. This formula on the left will stay the same. You will change 150 to 144 or 172.8 or whatever your problem is. All right, so next, to solve for n, you're going to times both sides by n. All right, then you're going to distribute. So you have 180n minus 360 equals 150n. Then you're going to subtract the n to make it go to the other side here. And you're going to get negative 360 equals negative 30n. Okay, and then I'm going to divide by negative 30, and negative divided by negative is positive. That's good, because I don't have negative sides of a polygon. And 360 divided by 30 is 12. So this particular polygon in A has 12 sides. Again, try the other two, and this will finish your notes for 6-1.